Hi everybody, Avana Intuitive here. I am here for our weekend energy reading for the weekend of March 20th, 2026. Before we get started, I want to remind everyone this is for entertainment purposes only, and please like, share, and subscribe to the channel because, of course, it really helps my algorithms. Not only that, it helps that I don't lose any more subscribers. So anyway, here's what we're doing. These are the cards I was drawn to. I'm going to pick three cards from the Star Tarot. This is by Cathy McClelland, a beautiful deck. I'm going to get a clarifying card from the Oracle of the Seven Energies from Colette Baron-Reid. And then we're going to do a three-card pick, a new deck, which I've only used once before, the Starlight. I love this little deck. Oh my gosh. And this is Jessica Lee. So there we go. Let's get started. This is for our weekend energy for the weekend of March 20th, 2026. Let's see what we have. Oh, that card fell out. I don't know what it is. I would say it fell out face down. I think the face of the card is the side that has the message, but I could be wrong. But anyway, it fell out. I don't know what it is. So we'll keep that. Well, that was a big chunk of cards. Those are going back in because, of course, my shuffling abilities could use probably some improvement, but that's all right. All right, so that's it. All right, here we go. Let me pick a clarifying card here for the weekend. Yeah, all right, here we go. First card up, this Five of Pentacles, right? I think this is kind of like being out in the cold. I'm going to look up in the book very quickly, although this one is kind of crazy, I think, the way it does it. So I don't know if I'll find it here or that quickly. The five, okay, Five of Wands, Five of Cups, Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, right? Yeah, okay. This is kind of like being left out in the cold. I wanted to confirm that because, yes, they're out in the cold here, but you know what? They also have each other. They have good things also to think about, to work towards. So if you're feeling a little bit left out in the cold, if we feel a little left out in the cold this weekend, you know what? It's okay because the help is out there. This Five of Pentacles, this star, this is our help. This is who we call. Do you need to call the help hotline? Do you need to step back and do some meditation? I mean, whatever you're feeling left out in the cold for, it's okay because you know what? It can only get better at that point, right? Let's be honest with ourselves. So, I mean, we've all been there. So, you know what? All right. So we kind of start, maybe some of us with some energy that's just like, I just feel like a little bit out of it, or I'm just not feeling the love. I feel like it's, this resiliency fatigue. I've been using the term, I heard it a couple weeks ago, and I've been using it quite a bit. Some of us, and I'll be honest with you, I can probably say this for myself, I'm just tired of being resilient. I'm tired of pulling myself up by my bootstraps. I'm just like, really, again, and I think that this card to me kind of represents that. We have good things in our lives. We have things to be grateful for. But you know what? This level of just trying to be resilient all the time, it can get fatigue, right? And you can get tired of it. It's just like, I feel like it's just time for things to kind of straighten up and go right. I don't know if you feel that way, but that's kind of how I feel with this weekend reading. Is just, it's just time for things to straighten up. I then got the Lover's card, and I love this because it's almost like, to me, with these two people here, we have family, we have friends, we have those people that we know we can be with, who bring in that love, who like we have this the vines around us, like our own little like cocoon of love, of protection. We have, obviously, I believe this is Archangel Raphael up here. I could be wrong with that, but it's an archangel. And, protection, love, beauty, right? All around us, even though we might feel left out in the cold sometimes, right? We then go into this Nine of Swords energy, which is kind of anxiety, right? But even though there's anxiety here, it also is, we have that protection again. In the Rider-Waite deck, you see these swords, and the person is in their bed. They have their head in their hands, but they're still in their bed. They're in the protection of their home, their bed. I feel like people may this weekend be feeling like, I just heard battered about, like you're like, oh, I like really, I need to just step back, right? Even though it's springtime and we feel like we should be like all happy and moving forward, I'm feeling like some of us might just be feeling like, yeah, I just need a break. I just need a break from the world, from people, from, and just really staying maybe in bed this weekend, or staying, at home, and just like re-energizing. I then, as a clarifying card, I got a tall tale. And I'm not familiar with this deck, so I'm going to look this up. And it's a number 35, which is a number 8, okay? And the number 8 is like infinity, and what goes around comes around, So if you put out good karma, you that's a good thing. So a tall tale, I do want to just see what this means. Again, I'm not familiar with this deck at all. I think it might be the first time I'm using it. You or someone else is telling a tall tale right now. You always know if a falsehood is spoken because it doesn't feel grounded. When you lie, you get high on an illusory sense of power that is doomed to fail at some point. You feel driven by the fear of exposure, but something makes you stick to your story, even though you know it has no substance. Whatever lie we are caught up in isn't as important as the motive for it. Why does anyone lie? Perhaps we don't believe the truth is good enough, or we want to keep doing what we know we shouldn't be doing. Then there is the lie put forth while in denial, such as hiding an active addiction. In this scenario, we may believe our own lies. The tall tale, the white lie, the stretching of the truth, and the blatant fabrication are all about control. The desire for it, the lack of it, the need to maintain it, so we can manipulate the outer world and hide our inner one. Today, ask for the truth. Be willing to pay the price and be okay with the vulnerability your lie is exposing in yourself and others. Transparency is required to get to where you need to go, to be truly empowered, to reveal the strength of what is true and authentic. Any other path leads to a dead end. Remember the saying, the truth will set you free, and get ready to fly unfettered. Yeah, okay, so a tall tale. Either we're telling a tall tale, or we are getting told a tall tale. And it's why? Because of this level of wanting to control the story, control the narrative. And I just feel like with these cards, again, that resiliency fatigue, like it's like, listen, I can't listen to any of this anymore. I can't keep going. We can all keep going. I'm not saying, anything like that. But what I'm saying is taking this weekend to step back, to relax, to get a break, to regroup, to re-energize, to stay in the company of our loved ones and our family and our friends who we consider family, and like re-energizing. I feel in some ways this weekend people are like, oh yeah, it's spring, we should be jumping forward, moving ahead, and yet, yes, that's very beautiful, but there is like an energy too I'm picking up that and this may or may not resonate with you, but there's an energy too of, you know what, it's time to move past this tall tale and just, clear the decks and start fresh and move forward. So, okay, there you go. Now let's do it. Yeah, it's like, I try to keep the weekend readings a little bit lighter than this, but hey, sometimes they aren't. And you know what? If it doesn't resonate, that's totally fine. No worries. And if it does, it might just be time to take that weekend and really step back and relax and regroup and be with friends and family. And that's really all it's about anyway. But anyway, here we go. Now, let's do our 3-card pick. This is with the Starlight deck. I'm shuffling. And here we go. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you. 1, 2, or 3. This is 1, 2, or 3. All right, if you picked card 1, you got phases. Shine even when you're not whole. Kind of goes along with this reading, right? Sometimes even when we're not feeling it, we still shine, and we are resilient, right? And that's what's beautiful about it. We are resilient. We go back, we regroup, we have our moments, but then we do ultimately shine even when we're not feeling it, and that's okay. And I just heard fake it till you make it. Sometimes you have to do that too. If you picked card 2, you got take charge. Don't wait for the stars to align. Reach up and arrange them the way you want. Love that. Don't wait for the stars to align. Just take charge, move forward, put that energy out there. I heard somebody this week say, I wish I could find a husband. And I thought, I'm not going to say anything right now. Hopefully I'll have more interactions with this person. But if you wish it, then the universe keeps you in that wishing mode, right? Well, good, keep wishing. But if you take charge and you align and you say, I already have the love of my life, even if that's not the case right now, all of a sudden your vibration changes, your energy changes, you start attracting it. So there you go. And if you picked card 3, you got courage. And this says, wish upon a star and release all limiting beliefs. Yes, wish upon a star. Have courage. Wish upon a star. Release your limiting beliefs. I know that can be easier said than done, but sometimes it can just be kind of easy. And just say, you know what? I'm going to move forward because we're constantly changing anyway. Change into the person that you want to be, right? Unconditional love. Love people, love things, love life unconditionally. That's without any conditions. Love yourself unconditionally, right? Acting on our highest joy and our highest excitement at every moment without any expectation on the outcome. All right, my friends, this is our Friday weekend reading and our energy reading. And you know what? I don't know where I'll be this weekend, if I'll be on any shows, but obviously hit the like button, hit the bell, hit the notification button. And you know what? If you don't even see you then, I will see you on Monday with my 3-card quick pick of cards, on Tuesday with my Super Duper Girl shorts, on Wednesdays with my weekly tarot card energy reading, Thursdays with my weekly energy reading and a 3-card pick, and of course on Fridays with my weekend energy reading and a 3-card pick. All right, my friends, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And with that, namaste.